Evening all. 2 minutes, 1 minute, 1 minute until we start. Clock just ticks over. On to 1959. We are a minute away. Round number 11 of the nightly, almost, quarantine quiz. Uncle Howard, good evening. I'm guessing you were addressing that to me. Tom, hello. Hope you've had a good day. Hope you managed to get outside for a nice walk at some point. Evening, Jane. Today it was colder inside our house than it was outside. I actually thought it was a really cold day. Until I ended up going outside and I realised, no, it is sweltering. Played a nice game of frisbee in the garden. Do love my frisbee. The Hyman family are here from Manchester. Claire's here as well. Good evening to you. Good evening, children, says Josh. Good evening, child. 1 more minute, then we are going to start. My parents are here. Steve's here and Barney is, of course, here. Woof woof. Auntie Cheryl and Nanny Maureen are in the house. Evening. Ben Mullish is back. Ready to win more prizes, we shall see. We've had some very high scores this week, I have to say. We've not yet had a 30 though, and that's what we're aiming for. Hannah is here as well. Hello, I believe it's happy lunchtime to you in the States. So, if you're just joining us for the very first time, welcome to you. Thank you for joining us here at the Quarantine Quiz. We play every evening pretty much at 8 o'clock UK time. It's a 20 question general knowledge quiz with a few games thrown in for good measure, but it's a 30-point quiz. How do you get those 30 points? Well, 29 of them come from the questions themselves, but that extra one that gets you to the 30 comes from a shout out, and you get your shout out by getting involved in the quiz by dropping something in the comments in the live chat as we go. If I read out your message or give you a shout out, then you take a bonus point, which could get you to that perfect score of 30, which nobody has yet managed to get. If you are going to join in with the chat, which I'd love you to do, you can join in on the right hand side of your video screen if you're on a computer, or just underneath the video if you are watching and playing along on your phone. Alright then, enough of the chitter chatter, let's get on with the serious stuff. It's question number 1, here we go. Michelle Roux and Michelle Roux Jr. are both known for what skill? Michelle Roux and Michelle Roux Jr. are both known for what skill? I'm sorry, did somebody mention a prize? Whoops, that might have been me. You've got to provide your own prize, of course, if you are the lucky winner. Such is life these days. Daniel and Adrian are back. Welcome to you. Here we go, question number 2. Which pop star thinks you're beautiful like a rainbow? Which pop star thinks you are beautiful like a rainbow? Which pop star thinks that? Lunch and a quiz for Hannah. It's very nice life you're living. Yes, indeed, I was out playing frisbee with my mother. We were having a great time, and we didn't lose the frisbee. Had some close calls with the garden fence, but still in the garden. Number 3. Which retail group is owned by Philip Green? Which retail group is owned by Philip Green? And will they still be there once we're all let out? We don't know yet. But no doubt we will find out in time. Claire has already written off the 30-pointer for tonight from question number 1. You can still get 29. You can still get 29. That would still be a high score. Question number 4. What are we advised to get 5 a day of? What are we advised to have 5 a day of? It's question number 4. I should have made it question number 5, really. But question number 5 is all those topsy-turvy paparazzi photos. Couldn't change that, could I? So what is it that we're advised to get our 5 a day of? Let's do a few shout outs. Shout out for Judith. I believe she was our first person in as well. First person today. Next question. Question number 5. Topsy-turvy paparazzi. They've gone wrong again. But who are they? So some odd facial features. Something's gone a bit skew-iff, but I think you can still probably work out who these two people are. And you get 1 point for each, of course, so this is a 2-point question. I like your suggestion there, Josh. Put it in your answers. You may be right. You never know. And Neve, I like your thinking. More than 5. If you can get them, more than 5. I don't think you need much longer with this one on the screen. I think we can move on to question number 6 probably. So here we go. Number 6 is this. Whose 2019 autobiography is simply titled Me? Whose 2019 autobiography is simply titled Me? Who's that one about? Question number 7. Paris Hilton's Chihuahua is named after which Disney character? This is high culture here. Paris Hilton and Disney in one question. You can't get higher than that. Paris Hilton's Chihuahua is named after which Disney character? I saw the first sprouts of my courgettes today. Very exciting. They're popping up through the compost now. Quite strong they are. Big leaves. Very chunky. Here we go, a 9-letter word box. Can you find the hidden 9-letter word in this grid? I believe there are 108 words that you could make from those letters. But only one of them has all 9. And that's the one we're looking for. Our 9-letter word box. Someone with a big ego wrote the autobiography called Me. Well, I don't know. If you're writing an autobiography, you've got to have a fairly reliable ego, haven't you? You're going to be spending hours writing about yourself. It takes a certain sort of person to enjoy that. I've not planted sprouts. I can't stand sprouts. But do the courgettes not still sprout? I don't know. Maybe they courgette. Unfortunately, whilst my lemon trees are 5 years old now, I am yet to see even a hint of a lemon. It's such a shame. I don't understand. My lemon trees seem to be infertile. I don't get it. I've done everything by the book, but I've not even had a flower, let alone a lemon. They're just leaves. They're little lemon leaf smelling bushes. Boy can dream. We're going to get there. We're going to get there. Question number 9 now. Jot down these, if you haven't already, jot down those letters, because we're going to move on to question number 9. It's this one here. What job did Margaret Thatcher's father do? What job did Margaret Thatcher's father do? I don't know quite which part of what I just said you're mentioning, Josh, but could be any part of it, to be fair. Apparently, Paris Hilton is the inspiration for London Tipton in The Sweet Life on the Disney Channel. That knowledge comes from the great Daniel Hyman. Thank you, Daniel. It's not dead. I promise you, my lemon trees are very much alive. They're green, they're luscious. There's just nothing else apart from leaves. Question number 10. Name the film and its release year. Yeah, I agree with you, Hannah. That lemon tree is a lemon. Couldn't have put it better myself. Name the film and its release year from this poster. This is question number 10, and it is a 2-point question, as always. Give you a moment more with this one, and then we're going to move on to question number 11. I like your optimism, Neve. I don't know what they're saving themselves for. A rainy day. Question number 11, here we go then, what's this one? When Concorde first flew, British Airways was called BOAC, B-O-A-C. What did it stand for? When British Airways, when Concorde first flew, British Airways wasn't called British Airways, it was called BOAC, B-O-A-C. What did that stand for? That's question number 11. Question number 12. What is a professional wine connoisseur known as? What is a professional wine connoisseur called? An amateur wine connoisseur is called a boor. But what is a professional called? Number 13 coming up now. 5-pointer. 5-pointer is our logo question. I know you're going to love these logos. 5 points if you can name all of them. 1 point each. Some good logos in there. Particularly that one on the left, I think. Let's see what you can do with them. Let's leave them on the screen for just a moment. I like your thinking there, Caitlin. If you haven't yet got your shout out, you know how to do it. Just join in with that chat on the side of your screen. If I read your message out, or if I give you a shout out, then you take a bonus point. Gets you closer to that 30. What a horrible logo, says Tom. Well, he's so wrong. And Josh, you're so right. An amateur wine connoisseur is called an alcoholic. Here we go, the next question. Question number 14, it's our sports question. Which country won gold in the men's 100-metre sprint at the 2016 Olympic Games? Which country won gold in the men's 100-metre sprint at the 2016 Olympic Games in Rio, I believe it was? We're learning a lot about you tonight in the comments. Oh dear, Claire, we're going to have to work hard for you. Let's see what we can do for question number 15. I think you're going to get at least 1 point for question number 15. I'm hoping you're going to get 2. But I have confidence you're going to get at least 1. Question number 15 is our singing computer. Our singing computer, as always. And today's song is such a well-known song. If you can call a song a classic, this is it. I think even my mother will get this one right. Have a listen to this.
Rising up, back on the street, did my time, took my chances, went the distance. Now I'm back on my feet, just a man and his will to survive.
Come on. You know this one. For sure. I'm not sure whether you know the year. But you don't need the year, actually. That's the movie one. You need the song and the original recording artist. This is 2 points on a plate. You need the song and the original recording artist. I will play it one more time for you. Maybe I'm totally wrong, but I think this could be the easiest of our song questions so far. Of 3 weeks worth of song questions. Have a listen again.
Up, back on the street, did my time, took my chances, went the distance. Now I'm back on my feet, just a man and his will to survive.
Hopefully you got it. I'm hearing exciting yelps from downstairs, so I might be right. They might have just got this point. We shall see. Nice clue there, Sophie. Nice clue. Number 16, here we go. Which came first? You've got half chance of getting this one right, even if it's a guess. Which came first? Russia's international sports ban, of all international sports, or Saudi women being allowed to drive? So is it Russia's international sports ban, or women in Saudi Arabia being allowed to drive? Which of those came first? Play it again, Sam. I will, when we get to the answers. Which came first? Number 16, Russia's international sports ban, or Saudi Arabian women being allowed to drive? Ay. Well, at least you've got 1 point there. At least you got 1 point, even if you didn't know who sang it. But keep thinking, rack your brain, it's in there somewhere. Number 17. 2-pointer. Name the country and its capital city. Name the country and its capital city. I think they're getting a little bit more difficult, these ones, this week. Unless you're a big fan of maps and geography. So that's the country's outline. That's the flag inside it. 2 clues there for you to work out what is the country. And then if you could tell us, please, its capital. What came first, the chicken or the egg or the soup? Here we go then. Question number 18 coming up. Nice easy one, hopefully. Well, easy if you know it. Here we go. A fountain pen is an example of what type of writing tool? A fountain pen is an example of what type of writing tool? That is question number 18. I like that attempt there. Trying to ease the answers out of Martin there. Nuh-uh, it's not happening. He's wiser than that. Some real humdingers in here, according to Ben. He's been waiting for question number 18. Question number 19, here it is. Sodium chloride is the chemical name for what common ingredient? Sodium chloride is the chemical name for what common ingredient? Is there a flag with a sun in it? Yeah, there are many flags with the sun in it. My grandparents have got that anagram, by the way. I don't know if you have. 9-letter word box. That's always a tricky one, I think. Clearly, it's taken them, 10 questions to work it out, but they have got it now. Well done. And question number 20 coming up. It's going to be on the screen for 60 seconds. And as always for this week, question number 20 is a logic puzzle. So we're looking for the next one in the sequence. Have a look at this. Which of those options, A, B, C or D, is the next one in the sequence? So which of those, A, B, C or D, is the next one in our sequence? Neve has been driven up the wall by the anagram. They are tough anagrams. A few people still struggling on that anagram, still trying to work it out. Hopefully you work it out before we get to the answer in order to nab that point. Halfway through, by the way. I think you've got 20 seconds left. Big finish, big finish. It is double points, this one. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. It's gone. It's gone. Bosh. Done. Finished. Another 20 questions and hopefully 30 points somewhere with one of our teams or players this evening. It would be great if we can get 30. I don't know if we've got it tonight, but hopefully we shall see. Remember, of course, we have this quiz 8 o'clock every evening, Sunday through to Thursday. Sundays is always a themed quiz as well. General knowledge Monday to Thursday. Sunday is a themed one. And tomorrow evening, we will be voting on Sunday's themes. So come back tomorrow 8 o'clock for another 20 question general knowledge quiz. But also to have your say in what this Sunday special theme will be. We had some great suggestions last night, and they are the suggestions that we will be voting on tomorrow. Alright then, let's start to go through the answers, and we'll start with number 1. Michelle Roux and Michelle Roux Jr. are both known for what skill? Michelle Roux and Michelle Roux Jr. are both known for cooking, or being chefs. Cooking, being chefs, that is the answer. Did you know that Michelle Roux Jr., I might be totally wrong now, but I feel that this piece of trivia is factually correct, is the nephew of Michelle Roux Sr., not the son. Might be totally wrong, but I believe I read that somewhere. Next one, question number 2. Which pop star thinks you're beautiful like a rainbow? Which pop star thinks you are beautiful like a rainbow? Well, the answer to that is Cyndi Lauper. Cyndi Lauper. You're beautiful like a rainbow. That one. She sings it slightly better. Not much better. Question number 3. Which retail group is owned by Philip Green? Which retail group is owned by Philip Green? The answer to that is the Arcadia Group. Arcadia Group is the answer to that one. Old Philip Pips, as he's known by his friends. Number 4. What are we advised to eat 5 a day of? Unless you're advised by Neve, in which case it's many more. What are we advised to eat at least 5 a day of? The answer to that would be our fruit and veg. Fruit and vegetables would be the answer to that. Thank you, Claire. That's very kind of you. She's a lovely rendition. She is also tone deaf, but that's fine. You got to take what you can get. Number 5. Here we go. Topsy-turvy paparazzi. Topsy-turvy paparazzi. It's worth 2 points. 1 for each of these famous faces. Let's spin those faces around to reveal on the left-hand side Vladimir Putin, and on the right-hand side Elvis Presley. There you go. Putin and Presley, the 2 P's. They're like peas in a pod. Oh! Whilst we're on the theme of fruit and veg, I'm sure somebody liked that. Number 6. Whose 2019 autobiography is simply titled Me? Whose 2019 autobiography is simply titled Me? Somebody with a big ego, apparently. The answer to this one, Elton John. Elton John released his autobiography last year. He called it Me. Elton John is the answer. There we go, number 7. Paris Hilton's Chihuahua is named after which Disney character? Paris Hilton's Chihuahua is named after which Disney character? I'm sure Barney knew this one. The answer to that question is Tinkerbell. Tinkerbell. That's what she was called. Tinkerbell. Number 8, our 9-letter word box. Well, there is a 9-letter word hidden in this grid somewhere. 103 words in total. I think I said 108 earlier. There are 103 words in this box if you found them all. But only one of them is a 9-letter word. My grandparents said that they got it. A few people found out that they thought they were struggling with it. It's not a particularly pleasant word, actually. The word I was looking for, I'm going to have to check the dictionary on that one, Martin. Because if that is a word, it's not the word I found. The word I found, abductors. 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 But if broadcuts is in the dictionary, then we're gonna have to give that a point too. Let me have to have a check. It's extremely lucky that I happen to have the Oxford English Dictionary right on hand. So let's have a look. B-O-B-R. Here we go. Where are we? Oh, we're under broad church, broadcast, broadcloth. I'm afraid broadcuts is not in the dictionary. Ah! All the frustrations. Right. Here we go. Let's move on. Question number 9. What job did Margaret Thatcher's dad do? What job did Margaret Thatcher's father do? He was a greengrocer. There are a lot of food questions in today's quiz. A lot of food questions. He was a greengrocer. There you go. Yeah, you're not far wrong there, Ben. And thank you, Judith, for explaining. Abductors are muscles in the body. And I thought they were people who wore those hoods and took people in the back of vans. Now I'm feeling silly. Here we go, number 10. Name the film and its release year. The film and its release year, it's a classic. It's Die Hard. Die Hard is the film. 1998 is the year. 1998. And the film is Die Hard. Number 11. When Concorde first flew, British Airways was called BOAC. What did it stand for? When Concorde first flew, British Airways was called BOAC. It was the state-owned airline. And then it split off and became British Airways. But it was called BOAC and it stood for British Overseas. Let me double check whether it's airline or airways. It's Airways Corporation. British Overseas Airways Corporation. Well, I don't know if you got that. It's 1 point. 1 point if you got it. British Overseas Airways Corporation. Moving on to number 12. What is a professional wine connoisseur called? A professional wine connoisseur? They're called a sommelier. Not smelt like that. Sommelier is your answer for question number 12. Number 13. 5 points available for this one. Martin Hyman, I had high hopes for you on that question. I thought you'd get that one right. No, here we go. Let's start left to right. And we'll start with that football team logo. The answer to that one is Tottenham Hotspur. Spurs, Tottenham Hotspur. Then moving across the top row, we've got Taco Bell, Victoria's Secret. Then the bottom row, Pinterest, and the double P is PayPal. Pinterest and PayPal. So you've got Tottenham Hotspur, Taco Bell, Victoria's Secret, Pinterest, and PayPal. And did you know, fun fact for you, PayPal was set up, YouTube was set up by people who either worked at PayPal or set up PayPal. I don't know if they were founders of PayPal or just in PayPal. But they left PayPal and they set up YouTube. And now we're here. Number 14. Which country won gold in the men's 100 metres sprint at the 2016 Olympic Games? Well, the runner himself was Usain Bolt. He retired after that. The country is Jamaica. Jamaica. Number 15. Name the song and the original recording artist. Let's have a listen to what the computer sang for us just before.
Rising up, back on the street, did my time, took my chances, went the distance. Now I'm back on my feet, just a man and his will to survive.
I of the tiger, it's the cream of the fight, rising up to the challenge of our rival and the last known survivor. So there you go, it is Eye of the Tiger, and the artist, hopefully you managed to get this bit too, is Survivor. Eye of the Tiger by Survivor. Well done if you got that. 2 points for both of those parts. Neve got it. Music live, we would expect nothing less. Here we go. Next one, number 16. Which came first out of Russia's international sports ban or Saudi Arabian ladies being allowed to drive? Well, the sports ban for Russia taken part in any international sports competition came into force last year, 2019. Now, Saudi Arabia's women have been allowed to drive a whole year longer than that. They were allowed to drive since 2018. So, if you put Saudi Arabia's ladies allowed to drive, then you are absolutely right and you get yourself a point for question number 16. Is it the cream of the fight? Is it not? I don't know. I'll have to look it up. Number 17. Name the country and its capital city. Name the country and its capital city. Well, the flag with that happy sun in the middle is the flag of Argentina. Argentina is the country, and Argentina's capital, Buenos Aires. Buenos Aires. Number 18. Nice and easy as always. A fountain pen is an example of what type of writing tool? A fountain pen is an example of what type of writing tool? Well, the answer to that is a pen. A pen. Number 19. Sodium chloride is the chemical name for what common ingredient? Sodium chloride. The common name is the chemical name for what common ingredient? Well, the ingredient is salt. Salt is chemically called sodium chloride. And number 20, our pattern puzzler. Which option is the next one in the sequence? A, B, C, or D? Yes, absolutely. The correct answer on this one is A. A. And the reason for that circle is moving around clockwise in each frame. So it had to be in the top right. And the square is going black, black, white, white. And so we would assume that the next one is going to be black again, which means that it has to be A. It has to be A, the same as the one above it, incidentally. So there you go, well done if you got that one. 2 points for the final question, because I always think those ones are a little bit trickier. So a double point for the final question. Now is the time to tally up your points and find out how well you've done in this evening's round of the quarantine quiz. And we'll find out who this evening's winners are. We had a tie yesterday. I believe it was at 20... Was it 24 points? I think it was at 24 points yesterday as a tie. Let's see if we can do better in today's. Maybe we can get to 27, 28, 29. Maybe someone can get the 30. We're about to find out. And of course, we'll be back tomorrow at 8 o'clock for our next round, round number 12 of the quarantine quiz. We believe that there is a nationwide round of applause for key workers again tomorrow. So assuming there is, we'll be starting 5 minutes after 8, so 8:05 tomorrow after that round of applause for everybody who is a key worker. Here we go then, let's find out how well you've done tonight. We're starting very high, we're keeping high actually. Daniel and Adrian on 27 points, Sophie and Tom also 27, Judith is claiming 18 tonight, which I believe is higher than yesterday. It's certainly a decent score. Claire's also got 18, 26 for Neve, which is one shy of that 27 that's currently in the lead. 21 for Josh, 22 for Auntie Cheryl and Nanny Maureen, 16 for my parents, 16 for Hannah, 24 for Ben, 19 for Barney, 16 for my grandparents, Clap for Carers is tomorrow. Yes, that's from Ben, who appreciates the clapping. So that will be tomorrow at 8 o'clock. And then we'll play our quiz after that at 5 past. I think we're going to call it. And I think we're calling it at 27. Uncle Howard got 11. Ebby Crew got 20. And 19 up in Manchester today. So I think that is a well-assured win at 27 points. We congratulate our winners for this evening. It is a tie again. And so we say that our winners tonight are Daniel and Adrian, Sophie and Tom. And our runner-up at 26, just 1 point behind, is Neve. Well done to you. Well done, everyone. Thanks so much for playing. And as always, I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow at just past 8 o'clock, because we'll be clapping for our key workers at 8. So we'll see you at 5 past 8 tomorrow. In the meantime, have a lovely evening, a great day tomorrow, whatever you're doing inside in quarantine. I'll see you then. Bye.